This area is known as Yarra East. I remember days, being a young child and coming up this river, fishing along with my father and uncles and just enjoying ourselves, being able to run up and down and have a bit of a play. I go back to my father's people over at Yass, and I think about those times over there when we were young kids playing in the water, and those fishing holes and swimming holes that we were going to that possibly our ancestors had been going to for thousands of years. It's just, at the time we didn't think about it, but now I tend to think about it a lot more, and I'm curious about those connections and wanting to share those connections also and make sure that my kids and my family experience that as well. I guess us Ngunnawal people see us as caretakers of the rivers and feel that responsibility to make sure that we send down good water to our neighbours and make sure that they're getting the best of what we get as well. We're very fortunate that we live up here high in the mountains, and we do have that nice sense of fresh water. I think we need to go back and understand language and what Murrumbidgee means. Murrum means pathway and Bidgee means boss. So it's a way for people to travel through country and learn a higher sense of law, and that's what they've done for thousands of years. Kosciuszko is the highest place, so that's where our bosses would have sat, and they would have discussed from here down into Victoria about how Aboriginal people in the southeastern area would manage country and how they would trade, how they'd do ceremony and how they would marry. I think it's time now that we go back to the old ways and understand that there is a way of managing country, and that it's important to communicate your story across to the neighbours, because although you're living separate, you are living as one, because your story is the same as their story. Everyone's using those resources for the same purpose. From the rivers we can connect pathways, we can connect ourselves to our neighbours and connect our stories and have them forevermore. Just a story that might go back 100 years is a valuable story, and a story that goes back a couple of thousand years, the value, you can't put money on that type of story. I guess that's the way I look at it. It's just something for all of us to be able to experience, and when you pick up water, you can't pick up water and hold it in your hands and see a sense of money. There's no dollars there. It's just a bit of water that runs through your fingers. So I think that's the way we need to understand it. It's not ours. It's not ours. But it's ours in a sense to share for everybody.